The next question in retirement of a partner is from the question booklet, page 56, problem number 4. X, Y, and Z were partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:2:1 respectively. Their balance sheet as on 31/3/2018 was as follows. On the asset side, we have cash at bank, debtors less RBD, stock, machinery, furniture, building. On the liability side, we have creditors, reserve fund, profit and loss account, and capitals of X, Y, and Z. Z retired on 1/4/2018 from the business. As a third partner, Z is a third partner. For him, applicable ratio will be 2:2:1 means the third one, that is 1/5. The following adjustments are to be made. There are 5 given. We will discuss one by one. A, stock to be increased by 20%. B, maintain provision for doubtful debts or reserve for doubtful debts, because in the balance sheet it is given RBD, here it is given PBD. It's fine. Both are one only. So at 10% on debtors, maintain, underline the word maintain. Depreciate machinery and furniture by 10%. Buildings are to be revalued at 60,000. And the last one is very important. Goodwill to the extent of retiring partners' share is created at 15,000. So goodwill is not of the firm. Goodwill is connected to only to the extent of retiring partners' share, 15,000. So Z goodwill is 15,000. Prepare revaluation account, capital accounts, and a balance sheet. Go for working. Page 56, problem number 4. Marks question. We'll go for the first adjustment connected to revaluation account. The format is ready here. The first one, stock to be increased by, underline the word by, 20%. Stock 20,000 is there. Increase in asset is a gain by stock account. 20,000 into 20%.
4,000.
Good. 4,000. Next, maintain provision for doubtful debts at 10% on debtors, maintain, but already RBD is there. So they say 10% of debtors, 10% debtors is 10% of 40,000 should be there. That is 10% of 40,000 will be 4,000 should be the RBD, but already 2,000 is there. So we have to add the remaining amount to that, to RBD account, rupees 40,000 into 10%, that will be rupees 4,000 minus 2,000 old. So the remaining will be only 2,000 to be created. Next, depreciate machinery and furniture by 10% each. Machinery also 10%, furniture also 10%, depreciation to be done. Both are on the debit side. Cost deduction in the asset value to machinery account. Machinery value is 20,000 into 10%. Next, to furniture account. Furniture value is 10,000. So 10% is 1,000. You can see machinery is 20,000, furniture is 10,000. So we have done the calculation of depreciation on machinery as well as furniture. The next one is building are to be revalued at 60,000. See the old balance sheet, it is 50,000. The new value is 60. So there is an increase.
Credit side.
Credit side of revaluation account. There is an increase of building value by 10,000. That increase in asset is a gain on the credit side. The last one is goodwill. We will take it in the capital accounts, not now. So we can go for balancing. If you look at it, credit is more. $14,000 credit. I'll take that value to the debit side. 14,000 minus debit values, it is 5,000. That
9,000.
comes to 9,000. Yeah, that comes to 9,000. That 9,000 to be divided among partners. To partners' capital accounts. X is the partner, 9,000. We have to see the ratio. Ratio is 2:2:1. So 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5 into 2 by 5.
3,600.
For Z also going to be the same because he also have the same ratio. Next for Z, 1 by 5,
1,800.
1,800. We have to add all the three and check once again. 3,600 plus 3,600 and add 1,500. So it has to be the same amount, 9,000 after adding all. So this is balance amount as well as revaluation profit, 9,000. So this has to be kept in mind. Income is more, there is a credit is more, and the debit is less. So is revaluation profit. Then coming to the goodwill part of it, let us read again. Goodwill to the extent of retiring partners' share is created and valued are same, 15,000. So you have to use the word actually valued in the exam. Question paper will be having valued, not created. Created also same. So retiring partner is Z. So retiring partner Z's share of goodwill is given as rupees 15,000 to be divided among continuing partners or remaining partners X and Y in their gain ratio. See here 2:2:1. So X and Y will be having 2:2. That is nothing but 1:1. So 1/2 and 1/2 will be the values. So X is going to gain as well as Y is going to gain. So X capital account and Y's capital account data. So 15,000 into 1 by 2,
7,500.
7,500. Same for the next person, that is Y also, it is equal. It's going to be the same. So to the retiring partner's capital account, this is to be kept in mind very carefully. So being goodwill value to the extent of Z's share and return of, okay, and it is the one as per 26 accounting standard. In the problem, they have given only valued to the extent of retiring partner, but even we have to go for the written off also as per accounting standard 16. So coming to the combined partners capital account, we have three partners here, X, Y, and Z. So we have to go for opening balance brought down. On the liabilities side, capitals account X, Y, Z, 50,000, 30,000, and 20,000. So I'll take it as by opening balance brought down. Liabilities shows credit balance. Remember, after opening balance, we have to search for reserve fund. We have reserve fund here, 20,000. So credit again by reserve fund account. So reserve fund of 20,000 is there. That is to be credited to all the partners. So in 2:1 ratio,
$8,000.
8,000 for X and Y, 4,000 for Z. Next, we have to search for P&L account. We have the profit and loss account here on the liabilities side. So first capital, then reserves, then P&L. That is 2,500 in 2:1 ratio again. This is undistributed profit and loss. So here it is going to be 1,000 for X, 1,000 for Y, and 500 for Z. So first step is capital, second step is reserve fund, third one is P&L, the fourth one is revaluation account, profit or loss. So here in this problem, we have profit on the debit side of revaluation account. You can see here 2X capital account, 2Y's capital account, to Z capital account, 3,600, 3,600 and 1,800. It comes to the credit side, revaluation profit. So opposite side of revaluation entry. So this is done with. The next one is the goodwill part of it. We already done goodwill to the extent of retiring partners. Share is created to the extent of 15,000. So when we made an entry here, we have seen X capital account debtor, Y's capital account debtor to Z. So X is getting more profit, Y is getting more profit. For that, they are giving here the benefit to the Z's capital. Z's account is credited 7,500 from X, 7,500 from Z. So Z's account being added with 7,500 from X account, then 7,500 from Y's account. So it is a actually a loss like for the continuing partners. So X from his account 7,500 to be deducted. So we're debiting it. Even from Y's account 7,500 is to be debited. So this is the entry for goodwill. So Z is getting from X 7,500, Z is getting from Y 7,500, and here it is a loss for X and Y. It is actually deduction, not even a loss, deduction from their account because they are giving to Z 7,500 and 7,500. The next one is balancing. Whoever is retiring, that partner's capital account to be closed first. Here, no payment is done again for the retiring partner. Nothing has been specified therein. So we have to assume the entire amount payable to the retiring partner here has been transferred to the loan account of the retiring partner. So credit is more for Z. Z is the retiring partner. Always we have to balance first the retiring partner's capital, 41,300. So this 41,300 again will be transferred to Z's loan account. So balancing amount, that is Z's loan account. So 41,300 to be paid to Z. So there's a balance amount. Next, we have to balance the accounts of continuing partners who are continuing in the business as partners. So their account has to be balanced. So here 62,600 for X and for Y,
42,600.
we will find out what is the total, 42,600. So we have to take these totals to the debit side and balance their account. That is going to be to closing balance carried down only for continuing partners. So 62,600 minus 7,500. So if you do, you're going to get 55,100 for X, and for Y 42,600 minus 7,500 we are supposed to do
35,100.
35,100. 35,100. So these two partners will continue their business. So their balances will become by opening balance brought down. It will come in the new balance sheet as partners capital, and Z's capital account will be closed and it will be transferred to Z's loan account. So we had to open a Z's loan account. No entry is there, but still We can open that and we can work. So there's going to be opposite entry in Z's loan account. Z's loan account is credited by Z's capital account. That is 41,300. So by Z's capital account, so we have here 41,600 that has to be credited to loan account 41,300. Then the new balance sheet date we have to check when exactly the happened. Retirement 1/4/2008. So I'll make this as 1/4/2008 new balance sheet. First asset side, cash at bank, no change, same as the old balance sheet value, that is 20,000. Next is sundry debtors 40,000. Less we have RBD rupees 2,000 old plus rupees 2,000 new, or you can take it as 10% of the 40,000, that is going to be 4,000. So outer column will be 36,000. You can understand any method. Remember, they told it has to be maintained at 10%. Remember, maintain PBD at 10% on debtors. So I have done that calculation of 10%. That is 10% of that 40,000 will be 4,000 only. Next asset, stock 20,000. We have an adjustment for stock. Inner column, add increase by 20%. Look at the revaluation account. You have taken stock 4,000 on the credit side. There's an increase only. So stock add increase, you should not write appreciation because stock is not a fixed asset. For current asset, increase or decrease. For fixed asset, depreciation or appreciation. Next is machinery and furniture, both are decreased. Machinery 10% less, that we call it as depreciation. 2,000 less, outer column 18. Next, furniture account 10,000, depreciation 1,000, that will be 9,000. Next, after furniture, we have building 50,000. Buildings increased by 10,000. That is the one given in the problem. $10,000 increase. So they have told in the problem that the building should be valued at 60,000. That is the new balance sheet value should be 60,000, that we have achieved here by adding 10,000 to the building's value. Next, coming to the liabilities side, creditors is same, no adjustment. Creditors is same, 35,500, no change. Then reserve fund is divided, it won't come in the new balance sheet. Profit and loss account is divided among the partners, it will not come. So we have to take Z's loan account first. So Z's loan account, we have 41,300. So that amount to be taken first. Next, we have to take the partners' capital accounts. We have two partners' capital account, X and Z. They have values like 51, 100 and 35, 100. So that will come on the liabilities side. And we have to check all adjustments have come from the revaluation. Stock is taken, building is taken, PBD is taken, machinery is taken, furniture is taken. Check once again here, all the 5 adjustments are there. RBD, stock adjustment, machinery, furniture and building. So all adjustments are done. We can go for totaling now. Both the sides should have the same total. We can check the total once. Asset side 1,67,000. Same on the liabilities side also 1,67,000. So that ends the problem. So here new thing is goodwill valued in the books of the firm. That is here given retiring partner's share of goodwill is 15,000. So they have only given. So no need to calculate the share. From there we have to divide among the partners in their gain ratio. So that is what we have done here. So any questions you have, you can go ahead.